Hey guys, this is Greg Fraser with Jingshan Koshu. Today I've been requested to do some tactical knife defense stuff. So what we're going to work on today is unarmed defense against a blade. The first thing that I always say, if you have an opportunity, A, either get the hell out of there, B, up the weapon. So if I have a blade, I definitely want to be able to up the weapon, okay? If I don't have a gun, I want to be able to use my environment. I can always come in, up my weapon right here, okay? Just knocking a piece of whatever happens to be out there. When I get something like this, if I have somebody flaring with a knife, okay, just defanging that weapon. I typically should never be entering into any zone if he's coming in here, okay, without defanging that weapon and getting it out of hand, okay? This is a worst case scenario situation that I've been requested to do. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to give you a few techniques on how you can functionally disarm somebody, okay? We're going to start off just with the very easy version. What we're going to start off with here is somebody that's coming in and stabbing. Now a lot of times you'll see this type of situation here where he's coming in stabbing and people think that, just give me a couple of stabs, that we're going to block and do all these type of things, okay? In reality, what's going to happen is this hand is going to be flaring all over the place, right? He's going to be going, it's going to be, and he's even going slow right now for me, but he's flaring this all over the place, okay? As this is, go ahead and flare. If I'm looking at the arm here and I try to come in and block, there's a great likelihood that I'm going to get cut. Once I get cut, then he's open to move in, okay? And against what most people say, the reality is there's actually no such thing as sport knife fighting. Okay, there's no such thing as sport knife fighting. So as he comes in, what I'm looking to do is get control. It doesn't matter where I get on the upper arm, but I need to get that upper arm, okay? As he's coming in, I need to get my body back, get myself outside, and I want to control this upper arm. From that point, a couple things I can do. What I'm looking at, I'm not squeezing and grabbing with my hand. I'm sliding with my thumb and my middle finger down to the wrist pocket right here, okay? This point right here is key. See that? So if I'm coming in, first option, I'm stopping, okay? I may be also, as he's coming in, looking at putting in a rhino or putting in some sort of strike, okay? We're just looking basically at the function here. So I've driven in. Once I've got control here, there's a couple options for me. First one is to slide down, okay? I'm not grabbing because somebody's gonna be sweaty, there's gonna be all kinds of sizes of arms and everything. I slide down to what we call the wrist pocket. See right here. This gives me control of the wrist, okay? If he's trying to move his wrist around, I've got control of it right now, okay? So as he's coming in, okay, one more time, I've stopped, I'm coming down, I may have struck, okay? First technique, and this is essential. There's no way to go opposite any other variation. When I go in, I don't want to use my hand because if you have, you're very likely to get cut, okay? You may need to get your other weapon or pick something up. I don't want to use the soft side of my wrist. All my vitals are here, okay? So once I make that contact, boom, and I slide down, I'm looking for the sweet spot being the back side of my wrist, so that if I do get cut, okay, it's my extensors, not my flexors. I'll still be able to grab something. Very important here. I'm looking for the flat side of the knife, so it's irrelevant whether it's a double-sided blade or a single-sided, okay? I'm looking for the flat side, and I need to compress it to the forearm, okay? It needs to go to the forearm. And I come back here. If he's holding it tight, okay, and I don't go to the forearm, what happens is there's a moment here where, keep holding it tight, see that spring-loaded power right there? If I don't do that, I'm very likely going to spring-load that blade. So I cannot explain enough that it's very important. Okay, I can use either hand, boom, slide down, or one more time, bang, slide down, okay? I'm looking at, now I'm going to give you some basic techniques. The principle, again, is one principle. Flat side of the blade to the flat side of the arm, and it needs to compress, okay? Then I could take the blade and create a nice fillet, whatever needs to be done from that point, okay? He comes in again. I've gone in, I'm striking, whatever I may be doing here, okay? I slid down this one. If I'm here, say he's grabbing at me or I'm blocking, if I take this to the outside, so I'm using the forearm, I don't have to let go. I take that again to the forearm, here's the blade, and I'm back into business, okay? One more time, he's in, I've stopped, okay? I slide down, I'm coming with the opposite hand to the forearm, back into business. Common one that you'll see is the shanking style. What happens is, boom, all of a sudden somebody starts stabbing you. I feel it, and then instinctively I grab it, okay? Now in this situation, a couple things can happen, all right? Let's look at the base one right here. When I have it inside of my wrists, okay? If I take it to the outside of my forearm, this fashion, again I press it onto the wrist. I've got control. I've also got control of him. Anything I need here. Same variation. If he gets me here, I can take it to the outside of the forearm. Bring it down, take control. Again, there it is. Okay? If, as he's coming in, I slid down and he slapped one of my hands away, okay? Then you can see the single forearm technique still works. I get that out. He's gone. If I get a blade on the ground, you shove them away and you're back for pickup. Okay guys, we're closing it up right now, so I'd like to thank Dave Stafford for coming out and helping me. Again, this is just the first phase, what we call the clean and easy techniques. What we'd like to do is get your feedback, whether it's positive or negative. Thank you very much for checking it out, and hope to hear from you soon.